Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a video on blueberry scrambled eggs with homemade hash browns. Here with me is Amy, who just got off a 12-hour graveyard shift. She's coming home from work not to get a hot dinner. She's coming home to get a hot breakfast. And when I say hot, I mean hot. I had a little bit of equipment malfunction, so we have to start over. So I'm sorry, but before we begin, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Amy's already been pigging out, so thank God she's got a little left, so we can still film. So let's go, Amy. What do you think? Can you taste the blueberry in there?
Mm-hmm.
How hot is it?
Very.
I put a little bit of Carolina Reaper sauce in it. She said she wanted to have a little bit of heat on there. Terho, beat that, brother. So if you're looking for a nice hearty meal for breakfast, something that's going to give you some energy, something that's not going to bog you down, this is an excellent way to do there. Potatoes are done with the skins on to give you a little bit more iron. It gives you a little bit more flavor and texture, makes it a little bit more filling, and it's a great omelet, or not omelet, but scrambled eggs with a lot of vegetables in there. So it's got a lot of substance. And of course, Amy's got her signature little hot sauce in there. And Amy, are you feeling hot for me yet?
Yes.
So please hit the like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul. With me is nobody because it's too darn early. My wife is at work. She's coming home soon. So we're basically, I'm going to get ready to make her breakfast because it's her one day off this week. And yeah, so I want to make sure we're getting her a good breakfast before she has to rush off to bed. So we're making blueberry scrambled eggs with hash browns for breakfast. It's going to be good. So I got a cast iron skillet here, and basically I'm going to let this heat up a little bit. I like cast iron because, to be honest with you, cast iron's best because it keeps a consistent temperature. It never really drops. It works really good. So here I've got eggs. I got 4 eggs, 2 for me, 2 for Amy. So we're just going to whisk these around a little bit and just prep this as we get ready to put our ingredients in. You'd ask why I don't make an omelet. Well, if I had somebody filming, which is too early to expect anybody to actually come over for it, I might consider it, but honestly, it's a lot of work. Scrambled eggs is pretty much nearly the same thing. You don't need to go crazy there. So here I've got some green pepper, or some, in the bottom you'll see the green, and that's Chinese spring onion, a lot like green onion, some actual onion, and some sweet pepper. I'm going to put that in here. Normally I would just put them all in separate bowls, but Amy's going to feel like she needs to do dishes the second she gets home, so I hope to have this cooked up for her, and so she doesn't have to worry about it. Having a lot of vegetables in the morning can really help you, especially when you're going off to a really busy day. Give yourself a little bit of energy, some vitamins. Not going to say it's as good as coffee, because coffee is really good. And to be different, I'm going to put a couple of blueberries in. Small handful, well, maybe 2. I got one on the floor, and I'm going to take a second, pick that up and trash it, because honestly, there's nothing like stepping on a blueberry or something like that. Normally I'd do this after the video, but I'm going to do this now. I'm going to stir this in here, and then we're going to add a little bit of spice to it. Nothing too hot. Amy does want some hot sauce, but I'll put that on hers separately. Why she wants hot stuff, I don't know. It's Amy for you. I got some cheese in here. It's grated. You can use Cheese Whiz if you really want. First thing in the morning is not too bad. But you gotta watch it because it has quite a bit of, it does have quite a bit, has quite a large amount of sodium in it, so you really want to watch that. I'm gonna put some pepper in here. Now, one of the best tips I can ever give anybody really is when you're cooking, always make sure you preheat. Like always let your pan heat up a little bit before you start going, because you want to start cooking at a consistent temperature. Like if you're supposed to cook something for 5 minutes and you heat your pan up, you just start heating your pan up and just doof your stuff on. It's not going to be the same as 5 minutes of actual cooking. You're probably only going to get 4. So you're going to have to cook a minute longer than without realizing or thinking about what's actually going on. So just get that all stirred up so the spices are all mixed in there. We can let that sit for a little bit. So I've got 1 large potato. It's breakfast, not dinner. I've got it soaking in some water. If you're not planning on using it right away, like me, it's always best to soak it in water. Why? Because soaking it in water will give it, number one, it'll get rid of the starch, but it's also going to stop it from browning and looking like it's rotten when you're trying to cook it. So I'm going to put it through the strainer. I'm just going to rinse it off. If I was baking these, I would actually make an effort to dry them. Now you can hear the sizzle on this. Now I'm going to put some smoked paprika and onion powder. This would actually open. And then I'm going to put some pepper. Carol, if you're the guy that likes to have hot stuff first thing in the morning, then you know what, this is a good opportunity. Maybe put some jalapeno in here. I don't know too many people that really want to eat really hot food first thing in the morning, but hey, everybody's got their got what they like, right? But this would be a good opportunity. Now once I start flipping around, I'm just going to put a little bit more on here. I'm not going to salt these. Most of you all know my opinion of salt. So I could tell you this is going to take 10 minutes. It's not. But the point of me saying this is basically everybody's oven and stove is going to be different. So it may take me a couple minutes. It may take you a little longer. Where I've already preheated this, it's probably not going to take too terribly long. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me cook potatoes because this is technically the longest part of the whole process. Because when I'm done with this, I'm going to put this right onto 2 plates, and then I'm going to put the scrambled eggs right in here. So it's not a big deal. I may even put them into bowls. Actually, you know what? Bowl sounds more fun. So I'm going to let this cook, and when I'm done, when this process is done, I'll come back and we'll start with the scrambled eggs. That part I'll show you the whole thing. Scrambled eggs doesn't really take a whole long time to do, so it's nothing you really have to worry about time-wise. This is really, believe it or not, it's a quick breakfast. And if you're somebody that likes to go to McDonald's or a fast food joint for for it's good for a quick breakfast that you don't have to worry about. But if you want it, because it gives you more substance, this will be much more filling. So we'll be back in a few minutes. And by the way, before we go, please hit the like, share, subscribe. You subscribing really makes a difference for us. So we're back. So again, before we go too much further, and I'll probably say it a few more times. I'm bad for that. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. It helps us out because, the more you do that, the more we get seen, and hopefully more people learn and get something out of videos. So I've got my potatoes, and you see they're done here. You can top this with barbecue sauce, ketchup, or just eat them raw. Well, not raw, but just cook them this way without anything. Now I'm going to put the phone down for 2 seconds just to make sure that I have an opportunity to get everything out of the bowl so we're not wasting any food, because that's, like, to us, it's a big no-no. So here we go. So I'm going to add a few more things in here that might actually be a little bit of a weird thing for some people, but believe me, it does give it a lot of bit of taste. I don't have a whole lot left, so I think I'm just going to dump that all in. But this is mango lime salsa. Our superstore, and I don't know if it's all superstores have this or if it's just ours. And I'm going to put the phone down again so I can scrape the bottom. But I don't know if everybody has this, but it was on sale for $2. So, I mean, hey, that's a pretty good price, methinks. So I'm just going to stir that in here. Maybe I should have put that in with the rest of the mixture. I don't know. Seems like it might have been a smarter idea. This doesn't take very long. And then I'm going to put some sweet Thai chili sauce in here. It does add a little bit of heat, but not a whole lot. I'm using 4 eggs because it's 2 people eating, not 1. If it was just me, it would just be 1 egg. Now as for cheese, I think this is cheddar. It was on sale. We didn't really cook with anything with it this week, so it was just more of whatever we wanted to use it with. But just take a few minutes, shred it up. You don't have to use... Give me another second here. You don't have to use a lot if you don't want to. I only had a little bit left. I'm buying more in a couple days anyway, so... When your cast iron pan is already hot, preheated, you don't have to worry about taking forever with your eggs. In fact, you probably shouldn't think that you will, because it's going to go really, really quick. And they're done, just like that. So I'm going to take this off the heat, or turn the heat off on this. Then I'm going to scoop this into a plate here. And you know what? This may seem like it's quite a bit, and that's fine. You know what? You can always put it back. You can eat what you can, put it back in the fridge, and heat it up later. I would recommend using the stove to do it, not the microwave. Chef Mike is not your friend. Yes, we own one. No, I don't know how to use it because, well, I don't use it. I really don't. Now, one thing I will caution with a cast iron pan, you always want to make sure that you're very, very careful with it. Now, I got to move the plates out of the way so that I can put this onto a into a coal burner just so it stops, so it doesn't overly heat. And I'll show you the final product here. See that I'm using a dish towel to move it. It's hot. You shouldn't just put your bare hands on it. Now, Amy said that she wanted hers to be a little hot, so just to be a little bit of a jerk. Reaper 51, it's supposed to be the hottest sauce in the world. It was not cheap. But she said she wanted a little bit of hot sauce, so she's gonna get a little bit of hot sauce. So I'm just going to mix this in here and pretend that I don't know what she's talking about. And she should like this, I think. So this is my blueberry scrambled eggs with a surprise, and the surprise is the look on Amy's face when she eats it. So that's our scrambled eggs. I hope everybody likes. Try it out sometime. Let me know what you think. Please hit the share, like, subscribe button. And as always, we love our viewers. If there's anything you'd like to see or know, let us know. Have a great day.